Welcome children. 11th Accountancy Unit 3. Last video we saw the all examples of how analysis of journal. So analysis of journal we saw all the examples. So we had 13 example. All the examples we saw in last video. So now we are going to prepare journal directly. How to prepare journal directly? Because analysis of transaction I already told you, because journal is very new to you. So you must know how to analyze and how to find out the transaction, how to analyze the transaction. After that, how to prepare the journal. For that only I have to explain that. So once if you understood that concept and once you understood the how to analyze the transaction, then you can easily and directly you can prepare the journal. So for that I am going to explain the illustration 8. So illustration 8, how to prepare a journal. Jayasili is a sole proprietor having a provision store. So Jayasili is a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor means I already explained the sole proprietorship in commerce. So single person running his business with his own capital, that person is called a sole proprietor. So Jayasili is a sole proprietor. She having a provision store. She running a provision store. The following are the transaction during the month of January. So this is a transaction of Jayasili. So transaction during January. So in the month of January. So January 1 to within a December, they are given some transactions. So this is a monthly transaction they are given. So we are going to journalize them. We are going to prepare the journalize. So they asked to journalize the transactions. So they are given transaction January 1. January 1, Jayasili commenced business with cash. So January 1 only she started a business with cash 80,000. So she started a business with cash 80,000. January 2, deposit cash with bank. So she deposit cash with bank. Then 3rd January, purchase goods by paying cash. So purchase goods by paying cash 5,000. 4th one is January 4, purchase goods from Lipton and Co. Credit. 5th one, January 5th, sold goods to Joy and received cash. 6th transaction, paid salary by cash 5,000 rupees. 7, paid Lipton and Co. by check for the purchase made on 4th January. Already 4th January, Jayasili purchased goods from Lipton and Co. 10,000 rupees. This amount now she going to pay to Lipton and Co. So paid Lipton and Co. by check for the purchase made on 4th January. So that only they are not given a amount here because this transaction already happened in 4th January. So we have a amount. So 10,000 rupees now we are going to pay to Lipton and Co. That means they are easily going to pay to Lipton and Co. by check. So next 8th, January 8, bought furniture by cash. Then 9th, paid electricity charge by cash, 10,000 rupees. 10th one, bank paid insurance premium of furniture as per standing instruction, 300 rupees. Now, how to analyze, how to prepare journal directly. So I already repeatedly I have to said one thing. First, you must learn the golden rules. What is a personal account rule? What is a real account? What is a nominal account? Then you must know who are the comes under the personal account. Personal means we have natural person, artificial person, impersonal. So you must know who are the persons comes under natural person, artificial person, and impersonal person. And likewise, if it is a real account, what are the things comes under the real account and what are the things comes under the nominal account? So these must be very well. After that only it is easy to prepare a journal directly. Okay, so you must learn the golden rules properly. Even if you have any doubts to how to analyze the transaction, you can ask me. I will clear your doubt. Now For that, for opening a journal, I have to open a format. So journal, you have to open a single side of your ledger note. So this is a ledger note. So single side means you are using a, we have a two side. So you are using a single side. So journal, we are mostly we are using a single side only. So in this is a date column. So in date column, I have to write a date, and this is a particular column. This one is debit column, this one is credit column, this is LF column. So this is a format. Likewise, you have to open. Before that, this is a book of Jayasili. So we must open, journalize in the book of Jayasili journal entries. You must write this in the top, in the middle. You have to write in the books of. This is a book of Jayasili. So this is a book of Jayasili. So I have to write a Jayasili in the book of Jayasili. Journal entries. So in the book of Jayasili, journal entries, then you have to write a date, particular, LF, debit, credit. So listen children, if you are not enter the journal in proper format, you won't get a mark. So format is very most important thing. If you are not write the format properly, you won't get a mark. So date, you have to mention the date column only. Particulars, you have to write a particular column only. LF, you have to write this column only. And debit and credit. So and rupees also you have to mention. Now, first transaction. What is the first transaction? First transaction is January 1, Jayasili commenced business with cash. So Jayasili started business with cash, 80,000 rupees. I already told you, whenever you have to prepare any Jayasili sums or whoever it is, okay, don't think a Jayasili and others. So think yourself, this is your sum, okay. Think yourself, this is your sum. You are going to prepare the journal for your own company, your own provision store. So this is a Jayasili is a sole proprietor. Think like you are a sole proprietor. This is a book of yours. So you are going to prepare the journal. Think like that and do the problem. Okay. So so whenever you have to prepare the problem, this is a book of Jayasili. So don't mind this is a book of Jayasili. Think yourself. This is a book of yours. Okay. So you are starting a business. So your comments a business. Likewise, if you are doing a problem, it's easy to prepare the journal. Okay. So comments business we start. I started business with cash. So this is a book of me. Okay, so I started business with cash 80,000 rupees. I started business with cash 80,000 rupees. I already told you, commence business with cash. So this is a cash transaction. This is a cash transaction. Commence business with cash. So I started business with cash. So what comes to my business? Cash comes to my business. Who is a giver? I only give a capital to my business. So here, so first transaction, commence business with cash 80,000. So Jayasili started business with cash 80,000. So business entity assumption, I already explained that owner always separate from his business. Okay. So here, if you read this transaction, commence business with cash. So cash is involved. So this is a cash transaction. Okay, commence business with cash. Who commence a business? Jayasili only commence business with cash. Whenever commence business with cash, that is a capital. So she started capital of she contributed a capital of 10,000 rupees. So she started a business with capital of 80,000 rupees. So in your business, what comes in? Cash comes to your business. So what is the real account rules? Debit, what comes in? So what comes to your business? Cash comes to your business. So debit 1st January. So we have to mention the date here. 1st January. So for January 1, 2018. So they are given a year also. So Jan 1, 2018, Jaisley started business with cash. Commence business with cash 80,000 rupees. So what comes to your business? If you start a business, cash comes to your business. Debit what comes in? Cash comes to your business. So cash account, debtor. So you have to write like that only. So cash, and then give a little space and put a bar C, and in corner you have to write the DR. So how much he contributed capital? 80,000 she contributed capital. So commence business with cash. Who commence a business? Jayasili commence a business. So I already told you commence business in the sense that is a capital. So she started capital with cash 80,000 rupees. Cash account debtor to capital. Who give a capital? Jayasili capital. So you have to write a little space here and then start to. Whenever you have to start, write to start a credit, you start with the 2. 2 Jayasilis. Jayasili's capital account. So this is a Jayasili's capital. So cash account debtor to Jayasili capital. In credit, you have to write a 80,000. Now the credit and debit are equal. So dual aspect concept. Every transaction there is correspondent debit transaction as well as the credit transaction. Okay. So debit. Here commence business with cash. So cash is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So what comes to a business? If you are started business with cash, what comes to your business? Cash comes to your business. So that cash is debited. Who is a giver? Jayasili is a giver. So Jayasili giver capital. So Jayasili's capital account is credited 80,000. Then you have to write the narration. In bracket you have to write being Jayasili started business with cash. So then you have to close the bracket. You have to write a journal like this only. So one more thing, whenever we start a business, in journal entry, cash is debited, capital is credited. This is a standard journal entry. So this entry will never change. Only the thing is change is the name of the person. Okay. So cash always debited, capital always credited. This is a standard journal entry. So definitely these journal entry will never change. Always cash is debited, capital is credited. So this is a standard journal entry. So it will never change. Okay. Then second transaction, January 2, deposit cash with bank. So here also the cash is involved. So one is we deposit cash with bank. So cash is a real account. So bank also involved. So two account is involved. One is cash account, another one is bank account. So cash is a real account. So what is a real account nature? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. What is a bank? Bank it related to, I already told you, it is an artificial person. So we have to use a personal account rule. So debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. Deposit cash with bank. We deposit cash with bank. Okay, we are going to deposit cash with bank 40,000 rupees. Okay, so now we start a business with 80,000 rupees. So out of 80,000, now we are going to put a 40,000 to the bank. So deposit cash with bank. We are going to deposit money into the bank. So who is a receiver? Bank is a receiver. If you deposit money, who receive money? The banker only receive money. Okay. So who is a receiver? Bank is a receiver. What is a personal controls? Debit is a receiver. Debit is a receiver. So debit is a receiver means bank is a receiver. Before that date, you have to give a one space here. After giving a one line space, you started here January 2, 2018. Don't forget to write the date of the transaction. You must write the date of the transaction. The date of the transaction is very most important thing. Okay, don't forget to write the date. If you have forgot to write the date, then you won't get a mark. So each transaction you have to give a single line space. Okay, so cash to capital, then cash deposit into bank. So we are going to deposit cash into the bank. So we are going to pay cash into the bank. So who is a receiver here? If you pay a cash into bank, the banker only receive a cash from you. So debit is a receiver, so that the bank is debited. Bank account debtor to. So whenever you have to write credit transaction, give a little space here after the start to. Okay, don't forget to write a to. So you must write a to and then you write the transaction. So bank account data. Why bank is debited? Because banker is a bank cash deposited into bank. So bank only receive the cash. Who is a receiver? Debit is a receiver. So the bank is debited. So if you deposit cash into bank, what goes out from your business? Cash goes out your business. So bank account debtor to cash account. Bank account debtor to cash account. How much? 40,000. Bank account debtor to cash account. Why bank is debited? Because deposited into cash deposited with bank. So bank receiver cash. Who is a receiver? Personal account rules. Debit is a receiver. So bank only receive the amount. So the bank is debited. So real account in nature, debit, credit what goes out. So cash goes out or business. So credit what goes out, cash goes out. So cash is credited. Now the narration. In bracket you have to write a being cash deposit into bank. Cash deposited into bank. So likewise you have to write the narration. Then third, purchase goods by paying cash 5,000 rupees. So it's a cash. I already told you it is a cash transaction. So cash is a real account. What is a real account rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Then purchase goods. We are purchasing a goods. Purchase is one of the expenses because you are paying a cash. So while you purchase the goods, the cash goes out your business. Okay, purchase one of the expense. Purchase is related to nominal account. What is the nominal account rule? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. Purchase is one of the expenses because if you want to purchase anything, you have to spend a amount. So that is one of the expenses of the organization. So purchase is a expenses, debit all expenses and losses. So cash account rule, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. If you purchase goods, what goes out from your business? Cash goes out your business. So purchase is the expenses, debit all expenses and losses. So what is the journal entry of purchase? What is the date of journal? January 3, 2018. This is a date of transaction. What is a transaction? Purchase goods by paying cash. So you are purchasing a goods by paying a cash. So purchase is one of the expenses. I already told you purchase is the expenses. So debit all expenses and losses. Purchase is debited. Purchase account debit to cash account. Why cash is debited? Purchase is expenses. So debit all expenses and losses, so that purchase is debited. If you purchase goods, what goes out from your business? Cash goes out from your business. Credit what goes out? Credit what goes out? So the cash goes out from business. How much the amount? Amount is 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees. So now you have to write the narration. In bracket you have to write being goods purchase by cash. Goods purchased by cash. Likewise, you have to write the narration. Then fourth entry, purchase goods from Lipton and Co. on credit. So if you read this transaction, purchase goods from Lipton and Co. on credit. So this is a credit transaction because here only one thing we are purchased goods from Lipton and Co. And clearly they mentioned the credit transaction. So here the word cash is not involved. So this is not a cash transaction. If cash is involved, that is a cash transaction. If cash is not involved, that is a credit transaction. So if you read this third transaction and fourth transaction, goods purchased by paying a cash. So if the cash, the word cash is involved here, so this is a cash transaction. If you read a fourth transaction, purchase goods from Lipton and Co. on credit. Here there is no the word used cash. So if cash is involved, that is a cash transaction. If the cash is not involved, that is not a cash transaction. That is a credit transaction. So this is a credit transaction. So we are purchasing goods from Lipton and Co. So Lipton and Co. selling a goods to us. So we are going to purchase goods from Lipton and Co. So Lipton and Co. I already told you, any human names, it comes under the natural person, or if they given a company's name, bank name, these all comes under the artificial person. Company is an artificial person created by law. So Lipton and Co. is a company, so it is an artificial person. So it is comes under the personal account rules. What is the personal account rules? Debit all. Debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. Credit is a giver. Purchase always debit. Purchase expenses, all the expenses always debited. So purchase always debit. So purchase account is debit, and purchase account debtor to, this is not a cash transaction, this is a credit transaction. Who is a giver? Lipton and Co. is a giver. They only give a goods to us. So we are purchasing goods from Lipton and Co. They are only giver. So they give a goods to us. So this is a giver. So Lipton and Co. is a artificial person, so that we are using a personal account rule. Debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. Who is a giver? Lipton and Co. is a giver. Now the transaction. If you so this page is finished. Now I change the next page. Okay. So now date column. So in date January 4, 2018. So what is a transaction? So you have to write a date here, particular, LF number, debit, credit. So what is a transaction? Purchase goods from Lipton and Co. on credit. So purchase always debit. So purchase account is expenses. Expenses always debit. Purchase account debtor to Lipton and Co. Purchase account debtor to Lipton and Co. So what is how much the amount? 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. This 10,000 we have to write a debit and credit. So why purchase is debited? Purchase is expenses, so that the purchase is debited. Why Lipton and Co. is credited? Because Lipton and Co. is a giver. They only give goods to us. We are going to purchase goods from Lipton and Co. So this is a giver. So the debit person Lipton and Co. is a artificial person. So we are using a personal account rules. What is a personal account rules? Debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. So credit is a giver, Lipton and Co. is a giver, so that Lipton and Co. is credited. Purchase is expenses, so purchase is debited. Now the narration in bracket, being goods purchased from Lipton and Co. So this is a narration. Next, journal entry. Sold goods to Joy and receive a cash. You are selling a goods to Joy and receive a cash. So if you read this transaction, sold goods to Joy and cash received. The cash is involved. So this is a cash transaction. If cash is involved, that is a cash transaction. So this is a cash transaction. Sold goods to Joy. We are selling a goods to Joy and receive a cash. So this is a cash transaction. Sold goods. Purchase is a expenses. Sales is a income. If you are selling goods, you are receiving some money. So that is one of the income to the business. So debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. One more thing, purchase always debited, sales always credited. Purchase means you have bought a goods. Sales means after bought this goods, you are selling to another person. So if you are selling your goods to another person, through that you are earning some revenue. So selling goods, you are going to earn a revenue. If you are selling goods, through that you are going to earn a revenue. So sales always credited, purchase always debited. So sales, it's a nominal account rule. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. So income, sold goods is a income. So you receive a cash. Cash is a real account. If you're selling a goods, what comes to your business? Cash comes to your business. For example, I sell this pen to some X for cash. Okay. After selling this goods, I receive a cash from X. So what comes to me? The cash comes to my business. Okay. So if you sales is a income. Through that only, because of sale only, I receive a income. So sale is a income. So that transaction number 5. So date is by January 5, 2018. Date column you have to mention that. Then what is the journal entry? Sold goods to Joy and receive a cash. I receive a cash. So what comes to my business? Cash come to my business. So what is the real account rule? Debit what comes in. Debit what comes in? Cash comes in. Cash account is debited. Cash account debtor to sold means sales. Sales is a income. So sales account to sales account. Don't write a goods account or anything. Sold goods means you have to use the word sales. Bought goods in the sense if they are you have to use the purchase. So cash account debtor to sales. Why cash is debited? If you are selling goods, what comes to your business? Cash comes to your business, so that the cash is debited. Sales, because of sales only you are getting a revenue. So say the credit all income and gain. So it is a income, so that the sales is credited. How much this value? 11,000. So 11,000 I have to write in the debit side and the credit side. What is the narration? Being sold goods to Joy and receive a cash. Being sold goods for cash. You can write like that also. Sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. Okay. The next transaction, paid salary by cash. This is also cash transaction because the cash is involved. So whenever I told you, whenever the cash is involved, that is a cash transaction. So this is also a cash transaction. Cash is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes on. So paid salary by cash. Paid salary by cash. Salary is a expenses. Salary is a expenses. Because you are paying a salary to your employee. That is one of the expenses of the organization. Because you paid a cash. So the cash goes out to your business. So that is the expenses. So salary is expenses. So salary is a nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income and gain. What is a cash account rule? Debit what comes in. Credit what goes out. Paid salary by cash. You only paid a salary by cash. So if you paid a salary, what goes out from your business? Cash goes out from your business. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So salary is expenses. Debit all expenses and losses. So for the transaction now, number 6, January 6, 2018. In date column you have to mention the date. Then how to write the journal? Salary is a expenses. So debit all expenses and losses. Salary is debited. Salary account debtor Why salary is debited? Salary is a expenses, so that the salary is debited. If you paid a salary, what goes out from your business? Cash goes out from our business. So credit, what goes out? Cash goes out. So this is a cash transaction. Salary account debtor to cash. How much they paid a salary? 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 rupees you have to write in a debit side and credit side. Now the narration being salary paid by cash. So we finished the sixth transaction. January 7 paid Lipton & Co. by check for the purchase made on 4th January. 4th January, what is the transaction? Purchase goods from Lipton & Co. on credit. So Lipton & Co. on credit in the sense, what is the meaning? We purchase the goods from Lipton & Co. But we are not yet paid immediately to the cash to the Lipton & Co. So we purchase the goods from Lipton & Co. But we are not yet paid the cash immediately. So if you paid a cash immediately, that is a cash transaction. If you paid later, that is a credit transaction. So now we are decided to pay the amount to Lipton & Co. Paid Lipton & Co. by check for purchase made on 4th January. So 4th January we purchased some goods from Lipton & Co. For that now we are paying amount to Lipton & Co. How much we purchased from Lipton & Co? 10,000 rupees we purchased from Lipton & Co. Now we are going to pay this amount to Lipton & Co. So if you paid a cash to Lipton & Co, who is a receiver? If you paid a Lipton & Co, Lipton & Co is a receiver. So what is Lipton & Co is a person, artificial person. So what is the rule of personal account debit is a receiver. Who is a receiver? Lipton & Co. Because you are going to pay cash to Lipton & Co. So by cash, not a cash, you are paying by check only. So check means we are using this check in a bank only. Okay, so who is a receiver? Lipton & Co is a receiver. Debit is a receiver, so Lipton & Co is debited. So by check only we are going to pay. Who is a giver? Bank is a giver because we are paying by check, not in cash. So this is also check we are using in bank. So bank is artificial person, so we have to use the personal account. Debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. So bank is a giver. So now the journal entry is, what is the date of journal? 7 January 7 2018. What is the journal entry? We are paid in cash to Lipton & Co. Who is a receiver? Lipton & Co is a receiver. Lipton & Co. Lipton & Co account debtor. Why Lipton & Co is debtor? Lipton & Co is a receiver, so that debit is a receiver, so the Lipton & Co is debited. Then to bank, because we are paying by check. So he is a giver. If Lipton & Co presented this check into the banker only pay the amount to Lipton & Co. Okay, so that the banker is a giver. Debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. So debit is a receiver, credit is a giver. So how much? 10,000 rupees. So 10,000, 10,000. What is the narration? Being paid cash to, being paid Lipton & Co by check. So this is the narration. Then 8th transaction, bought furniture by cash. Bought furniture. So what is the difference between a goods purchase and bought furniture? So furniture is an asset. If you purchase any asset, you have to use the name of the asset. So goods is something different and furniture is something different. Goods you are using to resale purpose, you are purchasing the goods. So purchase goods, you are using if you purchase any goods, if you bought any goods, you have to use a purchase. If you bought a furniture, if you bought any fixed asset, you know the fixed asset, these are all the things I already explained in the theoretical part. If you have any doubt, you have to go through the theoretical part, then you will learn what are the items comes under the fixed asset. So bought furniture one of the asset. If you purchase any asset, for example furniture, car, building, these are all the asset. If you are purchasing an asset, you have to mention the asset name. If you purchase a good, then you have to use the purchase. So this is also expenses, that is also expenses. But if you are purchasing an asset, you have to use the word furniture or use the word asset. Bought furniture by cash. If you bought a furniture, what comes to your business? Furniture comes to your business. What goes out to your business? Cash goes out to your business. Furniture is a asset. So furniture is a asset. So what is a real account? Real account, all account relating to tangible and intangible properties and possession are called a real account. So this is a tangible asset, because tangible means we can move from one place to another place. These include account of properties and possession which can be seen and touched. So for physical existence, for example plant, machinery, building, furniture, stock, these are all the example of tangible asset. So furniture is one of the tangible asset. So furniture, we have to use a real account. So real account rule, what is a real account rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. If you purchase a furniture, what comes to your business? Furniture comes to your business. So debit what comes in, furniture comes to your business. If you have bought a furniture, you are paying a cash. What goes out from your business? Cash goes out to your business. Cash also one of the asset, and furniture also one of the asset. So here both the real account are applied. So debit what comes in, furniture comes to your business. What goes out of business? Cash goes out of business. What is the journal entry? The date of journal entry is 8 January 8 2018. What is the journal entry? Bought furniture. If you bought a furniture comes to your business. Debit what comes in. So furniture comes to your business. So debit furniture is debited. Furniture account, debtor. If you bought a goods, then you have to use the word purchase. Okay. If you bought a goods, then you have to use the word purchase. If you bought a furniture, or if you bought any asset, you have to use the name of the asset. Okay, so furniture is one of the asset. So if you purchase a furniture, what comes to your business? Furniture comes to your business, so that the furniture is debited. Then what goes out from your business? If you purchase a furniture, cash goes out of business, because we bought the furniture by cash only. So cash comes to your business. Well, how much amount? 4,000 rupees. So what is the narration? Being furniture purchase for cash. Then ninth transaction, January 9, paid electricity charge by cash. We are paying a electricity charge. Electricity charge is the expenses. We are paying. So paid means the expenses. Payment means it's the expenses. Paid electricity charge. So electricity charge is the expenses. Cash. You are paying by cash. Cash is a real account. So all the expenses and losses are debited. So credit all the expenses and losses are debited. And what is the real account rule? Credit all. Credit what goes out from the business. Debit what comes in. Credit what goes out. If you paid electricity charge, cash goes out your business. So what is the electricity charge? Electricity charge is expenses. So what is the journal entry? It is a January 9. The date of transaction is 9 January 2018. Paid electricity charge. Paid electricity charge means electricity is the expenses. Debit all expenses and losses, so that the electricity charge is debited. Electricity charge. Electricity charge account debtor to You are paying by cash only. So debit all expenses and losses so that the electricity charge is debited. So credit what goes out if you are paying electricity charge, cash goes out your business. So credit what goes out, cash. So cash is credited. So how much amount? 10,000, so 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 rupees. So narration being paid cash. Now, last transaction, January 10, bank paid insurance premium of furniture as per standing instruction. So, bank paid a insurance premium furniture as per standing instruction. So, here bank only paid the insurance premium. So, we are not paid a insurance premium. Bank only paid a insurance premium. Okay. If you paid means payment. So insurance premium is a expenses. Okay. If you paid insurance premium, it is one of the expenses. Debit all expenses and losses. Okay. So insurance premium is debited. Who give a amount? Bank only paid a insurance premium by as per the standing instruction given by the customer. So whenever the customer is given a standing instruction, so if for example if you are giving a standing instruction to the bank directly pay the expenses. For example, paying insurance premium, paying a rent. Likewise, if you are giving a standing instruction, so if you are giving a standing instruction, then the banker directly paid amount from your account. So bank paid insurance premium of furniture as per standing instruction. So Jayashree give a standing instruction to pay the insurance premium to the insurance company, so that the bank directly pay the amount from the bank account. So bank paid the insurance premium of furniture as per standing instruction. So who is a giver? Bank is a giver. Debit is a receiver. Credit is a giver. So bank is a giver. Insurance premium is one of the expenses. So debit what? Expenses and losses. What is the date of entry? January 10, 2018. Insurance premium. Why insurance premium account is debited? Insurance premium is expenses. So that debit all expenses and losses so that the insurance premium is debited. Then to bank account. Why bank is credited? Because bank is a giver. They only give a amount to insurance premium. They only pay the insurance premium to the insurance company. So bank is a giver. So how much amount? 300 rupees. So 300 rupees. Narration being insurance premium paid by bank. Paid by bank. So bank only paid a insurance premium. So likewise only you have to enter the journal directly. So small recap, I have to explain small recap. First commence business with Jayashree is a sole proprietor. She started business, so she having a provisions too. For that she provide a capital. She started business with capital 80,000. So if you commence business with capital, what comes to your business? Cash comes to your business. Debit what comes in? Cash comes in. So the cash is debited. Who is a giver? Jayashree is a giver. She only contributed capital. So Jayashree capital is a creditor. Credit is a giver, so that Jayashree capital is credited. Then cash deposit into bank. Cash deposit cash with bank. We deposit cash into the bank. Okay. So if you cash deposit into bank, who is a receiver? Bank is a receiver. Debit is a receiver. The bank is debited. What goes out from your business? If you are paying a cash into the bank, so cash goes out to your business. So debit is a receiver, so the bank is debited. Credit what goes out? The cash goes out of business, so the cash is credited. Then purchase goods from Lipton. Purchase goods by paying cash. So we are purchasing a goods. If you are purchasing a goods is a expenses. Debit all expenses and losses. The purchase is debited. If you purchase a goods, what goes out in your business? Cash goes out from your business. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So credit goes out our business, so the cash is credited. Then purchase goods from Lipton and Co. So we are getting a credit from credit purchase from Lipton and Co. So purchase is expenses. So purchase debit all expenses and losses. The purchase is debited. So who is a giver? Lipton and Co. only give a credit to us. So Lipton and Co. is credited. Credit is a giver. So Lipton and Co. is a giver. So that Lipton and Co. is credited. Then sold goods. Sold goods to Joy and receiver cash. We are selling a goods. Sales always one of the income. So if you are selling a goods, what comes to a business? Cash comes to a business. So debit what comes in? Cash comes in. So the cash is debited. Sales is a income. So that sales is credited. Then salary. Salary is one of the expenses. Debit all expenses and losses. So salary is debited. If you paid a salary by cash, what goes out to your business? Cash goes out to your business. So cash is credited. Then Lipton and Co. We are paying a amount to Lipton and Co. So who is a receiver? If you paid a amount to Lipton & Co. Lipton & Co. is a receiver. So debit is a receiver. So that Lipton & Co. is debited. You paid by check only. So bank is credited because banker is a giver. And furniture. Furniture is one of the real account in nature. So if you purchase a fixed asset, what comes in? Furniture comes to your business. So debit what comes in? Furniture comes in, so that furniture is debited. What goes out to your business? If you purchase a furniture, cash goes out to your business. So cash is credited. Electricity charge. Electricity charge are also one of the expenses. So electricity or debit all expenses and losses. The electricity charge is debited. Then if you paid electricity charge, what goes out to your business? Cash goes out to your business. So cash is credited. Then insurance premium. Insurance premium paid by bank as per standing instruction. So insurance premium is the expenses. So insurance premium is debited to bank because who is a giver? Bank is a giver. Bank only paid a insurance premium. So bank is a giver. So likewise, you have to prepare the exercise problem. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, children. Thank you.